With Grandpa here. We're at the finishing, what used to be the finishing buildings, the foundation at Pine Mountain Gold Museum at Stockmore Park in Villa Rica, Georgia. Beautiful place. Y'all got to come. It's www.pinemountaingoldmuseum.com. Look it up. Check out the information. It's reasonable. $5 for the tour. Gold Museum, panning area. It's something you got to bring the kids to, the family, grandma, grandpa, everybody. Everything is accessible. It's easy walking with a little bit of assistance in a couple areas for the elderly and maybe the little kids, but it's a great spot. Now the finishing buildings here are where they took the material from the cyanide tanks and processed it through here, working the gold down the hill. The mine is actually about 300 feet up the hill from where I stand. And it went through the stamp mill, out of the ore bin, into the cyanide tanks where it was processed. And then it worked down here into the finishing buildings. And this is all the foundation here. And far down there's a water storage tank, some other finishing tanks. And probably about 150 feet from me is the foundation for the old assay building, which was the final place where the gold was taken after it had been crushed from the ore, processed out. They took the pure amalgamated gold and they melted it down, and the gold man put it into little ingots. Everything was weighed and measured at a certain size, and from there it was then transported to the mint in Dahlonega, where the U.S. put a mint in after the gold rush over in Dahlonega. But this is at Pine Mountain. Gold was discovered here 1826, 3 years before Dahlonega, and this is a real hot spot. Miners worked this for a few years, and then it started to peter out. So a lot of the boys went to Dahlonega. Of course, we all know the boys left Dahlonega then to go out to California for the big '49 rush. But this site was an active mine into the late '80s. And then finally got to the point where it was not affordable, primarily because of government regulation. It wasn't affordable to mine the material out, even though now gold is running approximately $930 an ounce. It's still, because of the government regulation, it's very cost prohibitive to process this material, and that's why it's got such a high value. God only made so much of it. It's all in the ground. When you get something out of the ground, that's the first time it's ever been seen. And it's a beautiful thing here. This is going to be my last shot for this site. But from here we're going to move on down for a quick shot at the stamp mill and talk a little bit there. So tell the stamp mill, this is Grandpa. See you there.